tipped in the air, and the tip is controlled by Branson. And the Pirates will have the first possession of the ball game. Branson dressed in their regular uniforms, all white with black trim, all purple, along with gold trim for the Monett Cubs. Gillespie has the ball in the left corner. Meyerhoff is over there with them. Sutton standing right on the beam. Now they're going to go into Culver, who will miss the first shot of the game short. And the rebound will be brought down by Monett. You know, that was kind of what was going on with Chase the other night. He was short on a lot of shots, just kind of off-tick a little bit. So he hopes to get going pretty early in the ball game. First basket of the ball game is going to go to Monett as Jaden Apostle will get that one in. It's 2-0 Cubs. Culver over to Meyerhoff. Meyerhoff over to Gillespie. Gillespie's going to try a long-range three. That one is going to hit the backboard and go back. Branson trying for a sweep tonight. The freshman won earlier today, 53-26. And the JV had a huge win. 88-43 was the final on that one. And needless to say, the fourth quarter was pretty quick in that one for sure. Branson nearly gets a steal as Gillespie tries to knock it away from Thrasher, who will have it knock away, doesn't touch it, and will inbound the ball right into the left side of the scorer's table. Bounces it, and that one's going to be knocked out by Sutton. And we'll try it again. Cubs only 2-0 lead here. Only Branson game we've got scheduled this week. Now that could change with some of the tournament results. We'll kind of lay into that here as we go through. Here's a post up and a score by Logan Coots. And Monett has the first score of the ball game. Monett coming in with an 8-7 mark. It said they won 3 in a row, winning the Crane tournament just across the county line over in Stone County last week. Trying to keep their momentum going up. Here's a long three by Culver. That's going to be way off the mark. Branson is going to get a steal, though, on the rebound. Gillespie to the basket up and will get it to fall in. 4-2 as Branson cuts the lead in half. Young, though, gets out into the open. Good job of Sutton cutting him off as he drives baseline. Goes into the corner. Here's a shot for three. That's going to be off the mark. Culver steals the rebound. Culver gets it out ahead to Meyerhoff. Meyerhoff to the basket. Shoots no good. Rebound pulled down by Sutton. Gets it in the corner. Gillespie, he'll try a three, and it rolls in and out. No good. Partway down, bounced that. Monett with the rebound. They go length of the court. Inside, layup will be no good by Brandt. And back the other way we go. Meyerhoff is going to go all the way to the basket himself, shoot, and that'll be no good. And the ball will go out of bounds. We've played over 2 minutes, still no fouls called. And I mentioned that because there's been some contact on the shots, but so far, not enough to warrant a whistle. So everyone has played clean so far. Bounce pass inside to Gillespie, rolls around and drops in. Gillespie with all four Branson ports. That ties the game, and then a steal by Sutton. Gets it to Gillespie. He misses the shot. Gets it back. Shoots, scores. And that's going to be Gillespie with 6. And they're going to call a foul on that second putback. So Branson was 6 in a row, all by Brody Gillespie. And actually the foul's going to come after the shot. So Gillespie gets the basket, and then Branson gets the ball right back. So how about this for a little bonus as the Pirates can try to really do something here. Culver has it on the left wing. Gets it to Meyerhoff. Meyerhoff goes across to McCormick. Got one-hander to Culver. Culver in the lane, shoots and scores. Chase Culver gets his first basket, and Branson on an 8-0 run here has now doubled up Monett 8-4. So game of runs so far. Monett to the basket, and they'll have an easy one here and one as Logan Coots was able to get in behind the defender and then get fouled. So that ends the 8-0 run for Branson. And the Cubs can pull it within one with an old-fashioned three-point play. 5:18 to go first quarter. 8-6 is our score. Alex Meeks, the 6'2 junior, first substitute of the ball game, coming in for Monett. Free throws no good, and Gillespie clears the rebound. Outlet to Culver. Culver pulls up. Three ball is up, and is going to be too hard. Chase having trouble getting the long-range jumper in connection there. Monett shooting for a tie or the lead. They're going for the lead, and they will miss the shot. And it's Culver with the rebound, and he is going to be fouled as he is hit in the face, I believe, by Landon Brandt. Culver looks to be okay. Maybe he got finger in the eye there or something. That is the second foul, so now After not having any fouls for the first couple of minutes, we've had 3 quick fouls, 2 on Branson and 2 on Monett, 1 on Branson. Culver has the ball left side in the corner, drives into the lane, and he'll be fouled on the way in, and Monett's just picked up their 3rd foul as they call a reaching foul. As they'll get Meeks, who just checked in the ball game, and that has our first official conversation. This one with Andrew Bollock, the coach of Monett, having a conversation with one of the officials. Culver getting guarded very well. He'll go in the post to McCormick, who gets it to Gillespie, who misses the shot. A lot of contact, no foul, and Monett on the run the other way with the layup to try to tie. That's no good. They can't get the follow-up, but the follow-up, Branson couldn't pick it up, but Monett does. Young ties the game at 8 with the basket there. 8-8 the score, 4:15 to go first quarter. Just underway here at Branson between the Pirates and Monett. Culver, a big step with the pivot. Left side, drives baseline. Wanted the shot, will kick it back out to Gillespie. Gillespie in traffic, his one-hander no good. Follow-up though, right there for it was Griffin Merhoff. As Merhoff got the shot to go, 10-8, Branson back on top. 3:50 to go first quarter. Each team have had big runs and now have evened up the game. Baseline jumper no good. Culver with the rebound, running the floor with Gillespie on the front. Culver though going to take it himself and score. Chase Culver with 4, and another quick 4-0 run for Branson has him up 12-8. 3.5, and McCormick with the steal. Gets it down court behind the back pass to Gillespie. In for the slam dunk. Holy cow, what a play that was. Timeout Monett. 14-8 as Luke McCormick with a terrific play, getting the ball, saving it from out of bounds, and Gillespie able to finish it with the slam dunk. We're back after this on BulwarkSports.com.
Is your roof causing you headaches? At Roofing Analysis and Consulting, they're not here to sell you a new roof. They're here to solve your roofing problems the right way. Their expert team identifies the issue, develops a tailored plan, and guides you through hiring the perfect contractor. The best part is they perform ongoing inspections to ensure it's done correctly. They make roofing easy and stress-free. Call Roofing Analysis and Consulting today at 417-527-1563. They're your personal roofing and building consultants from start to finish.
14-8 with 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. Branson now on a 6-0 run after Monett had scored 4 in a row to tie the game at 8. And what a play a moment ago. The folks watching with our friends at Branson Media can get a good look at that. McCormick made a terrific play to save it and then got it right to Gillespie, who broke open for the dunk. Elijah Lashley, who just checked in for Branson, is going to get called in for a reach-in foul. That'll be the second called on the Pirates. Lashley, this 5'10 senior, coming in for McCormick. Jaden Apostle will be back in for Monett, and it's Meeks that's going to trigger the inbounds to Brant. And they get it back outside and will set things up. Also, Braxton Jackson in the ball game. A little hook shot is good by Coots, who has 6. 14-10, that ends the 6-0 run for Branson. Inside that's actually Tegan Asbury, who also checked in. Asbury's going to be fouled, and he's heading to the line for 2. I think they may have got the ball clean there, but on the follow-up, got into the arm of Asbury. So Tegan Asbury also seeing his first action, the 6'1 senior. And Tegan has an opportunity for a couple free throws here. That foul was on, again, Coots his first. Tegan too strong on the first free throws. It bounds away from the back rim. If you're just joining us, Branson girls did win their game earlier today as they knocked off Central at the Osage tournament. 48-33. Asbury gets the second free throw. 15-10, Pirate lead. 2:50 to go. Opening quarter. Foster with the ball actually takes advantage of a screen to go to the basket and actually makes a nice move but can't finish this off. Culver's going to go down to Lashley. Lashley will finish with the layup. Another beautiful pass, this time by Culver, and he was able to catch Lashley in stride for the layup. 17-10 Branson. Full court pressure. Monett breaks it. They go all the way down court, but then Culver just holds his ground defensively, and Meeks dribbles the ball out of bounds, and it goes right back to the Pirates. Culver's going to take a rest. And Jet James, the freshman, will come into the lineup for Branson. (17-10) with 2:20 to go, first quarter. Gillespie to the baseline, cut off. One-handed pass to Asbury. Asbury, little lob-in shot, was a little short, but got a friendly roll off the rim and drops down. Asbury with his first basket, and Branson's got the biggest lead. Here's a steal by James. He goes to the basket and tries a pass a little too high for Gillespie, and it'll go back to Monett. Freshman kind of got excited there, kind of tried to make a great play when just needed to make a nice pass there. Still a good idea, and they're going to call a back-end foul on Lashley. And I kind of chuckle because it's one of those that he didn't, I mean, it may be the right call, because sometimes you don't mean to foul, but you do. But, I mean, Lashley was just trying to avoid him and really didn't hit him that hard, but it was enough for the official to call a foul. That's his second, which means that he's back to the bench for a while as Cam Sutton comes in, and then while we're talking about that, Branson gets called for another foul. Now team fouls even at 4-apiece as Jet James gets called for his first foul. On the inbounds, shot's going to be no good, and the rebound pulled down by James. Gets it into the corner. Pass from Sutton goes into Asbury, back to Sutton. Cam to the free throw line. Over to James real quick. Now we'll give it over to Meyerhoff, who tries the three. That one's short. Follow up by Sutton will be no good as well. Sutton almost steals the rebound, but Monett will get it back. 19-10. Branson on top with 90 seconds to go. Opening quarter here at Branson High School. Opening towards the basket as dribbling out of bounds again. This time it's Jane Apostle that dribbles it out of bounds, and I didn't see which Pirate did it, but another Pirate got in position defensively to be able to stop the play. Culver comes back in as Gillespie takes a rest. Meyerhoff takes a rest as Luke McCormick is back in. Cam Sutton, Jet James, Chase Culver, Tegan Asbury, Luke McCormick. That's the lineup for Branson, 19-10. They lead by 9. McCormick in the corner left side. Over to Sutton. Clock ticks to 1:15. Asbury has it in that left wing spot. Over to Culver. Culver's going to push it back outside. Now give it over to Sutton. As we come up close to a minute to go here in the first quarter. Sutton fakes the shot. Will dish the ball over to Asbury. Asbury goes in, looks for help, gets it to Culver, and Culver, I think, was thinking about shooting the ball, and he took his eyes off of it, and it slipped right under him out of bounds, and we go back to Monett here. 56 seconds, and now we're going to have an illegal screen called on Monett. That's going to be a player control foul on Miles Young. It is the 15th foul, but it's a player control foul, or what you used to call offensive foul, so no free throws here, just being out of bounds. Culver will throw it backcourt to Sutton, and 55 to play. Arrow does favor Monett. Branson over the ball right now. Culver with a double screen, gets a crossover pass to James, back out to Sutton. Over to Culver. Culver will try the three. That one's going to be off the mark and will almost go out of bounds, but Monett saves it, and then they get it back inbounds, and now they have a chance for a 2-for-1 here if that's the way they want to go. Brant with the ball, dribbling it, goes into the corner. That's Thrasher, back out to Brant. Now they're going to go to the free throw line inside to Meeks, and now they'll deliver it inside. Little hook shot will be no good. It's Meeks with a rebound and the putback. So Meeks gets the basket. Branson, though, still with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Monett's closed the gap to 7 here. Monett extending their 2-3 zone down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Sutton is going to just go to the basket, loses the handle, kicks it outside, shot for 3 at the buzzer. Good! Count it for Jet James in the right corner. And as we go to the second quarter, Branson has their biggest lead of the game at 22-12 over Monett on MoarkSports.com.
When it comes to legal issues, things can get complicated. When that happens, Ward Law Firm is here. We handle family law matters such as divorce, custody, child support, adoption, and guardianships. And we also assist with estate planning needs like wills, trusts, and powers of attorney. With our big city professionalism and small town hospitality, we are the perfect fit for families in Taney, Stone, and Christian counties. With our own goods and Branson sports, we are also so proud to be Pirates. Visit us at wardlawbranson.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision, and and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
R&R Development Group is dedicated to ensuring safe and exceptional buildings that complement the beauty of the Ozarks. They work exclusively with highly regarded local professionals as a full-service team to develop your building project from concept to keys. It's their strong sense of community that allows them to establish cohesive working relationships with people and teams. They're ready to collaborate with you. Transform your dream vision into reality. Visit rnrdevelopment.group today.
Branson Pirate Sports, powered by College of the Ozarks and Central Bank, is also brought to you in part by Ken Bowling Construction, Nick Morris Health Markets Insurance, Branson Bubbles Car Wash, Holloway Services, and Branson Wolf Company.
Second quarter underway. Monett with the ball. But Branson with a 10-point lead, 22-12. Scott McCauley here with you on MohawkSports.com. Glad to have you with us. Here's a steal by Tegan Asbury. This is a 3-on-none break, and James will finish it with the layup. Jet James now with 5 after the 3 to end the quarter. Branson nearly gets a steal. Branson's extended the lead to 12. Again, also visiting with you with the Branson Media Class B tonight. Glad to be teaming up with them. And so far, a good one for the Pirates, 24-12, as they look to break a 4-game losing streak going into their 2 weeks of tournament, their last 2 invitational tournaments of the year. Of course, they'll have Ozark Mountain Conference play in February, and then districts starting March. Yes, we are counting down that close. Braxton Jackson from Monett with the ball. He's being guarded by James. Double team now as they'll go back outside. Branson also playing 2-3 zone right now. Here's Jackson. Gets into the lane, gets trapped, has to go back outside, and now square up 3 is going to be up and down by Landon Brandt. Brandt, the leading scorer for Monett with 18 per game. He has his first basket. Culver's going to go in and have a floater off the glass to go in. Chase Culver with 6. It's 26-15. Branson lead is 11. And they're going to get James for a bumping foul as Monett gets the ball across the midcourt line. Coming into the game now for Branson, Brody Gillespie and Griffin Meerhoff come back as Tegan Asbury and Jet James will sit down. 6:58 to go, first half. Branson Pirate basketball presented by College of the Ozarks and Central Bank. Monett basketball, drive to the basket by Jackson is going to be rejected by Griffin Meerhoff. Jackson had slipped behind the defense, and Meerhoff closed quickly and was able to knock the ball out of bounds and prevent the shot. Jackson will try it again, this time in the lane, about 10 feet away. He's going to end up passing it off as they back a player down, and they're going to call traveling on Coots. As Logan Coots, he was trying to back the player down, and a lot of times when you do that, when you pick the dribble up, sometimes your momentum will carry you forward a couple of steps, and that's what happened. And gives the ball back to Branson, leading 11. As Cam Sutton walks it across midcourt. Sutton and Culver play catch for a moment. Now Gillespie in the corner. He wants a long-range 3, which is short. McCormick tips the rebound and is picked up by Monett. But Branson's got several back quickly as they try to run a fast break. Monett actually is going to get bailed out here as they get one of the Pirates reaching in before the shot. And that'll get, as I say, before it was on the shot, but he was spinning around to go up. And it will be 2 free throws coming up for Logan Coots for Monett. First one is up and in as Coots goes to 7. Cuts the Branson lead to 10. 6:20 to go here in the first half. He shoots quickly, and that one's going to be no good. Culver with the board. Throws it down court to Sutton. Kick out to Gillespie. Gillespie in traffic, in the lane, goes back out to Merrill. He wants a long-range 3. It is in and out, no good. McCormick skies for the rebound, shoots it back out to McCormick, or to Culver so high that Culver had to jump it. He gets Gillespie up and look at 3. Yes, sir! Gillespie goes to double figures with 11. And now Branson gets their biggest lead of the game at 13, 29-16. 5:50 to go first half. And Gillespie almost with the steal. They double-teamed Jackson as they got across timeline. Sutton and Gillespie were there. And they end up knocking the ball out of bounds. Gillespie, though, was out of bounds when he touched the ball, so it stays with Monett. Cubs of the Big 8 Conference Of course, several teams from the Lake City region used to be in the Big 8 with all the big conference alignment shifting. Grant fakes the shot, goes to the low post right side to Meeks, who's immediately double teamed. Get it back out to Brand. He'll try a three. That's short and rebounded by Gillespie. Almost had to get it away from Sutton. Gillespie down court. May take it himself. Little one-handed pass to Meerhoff, who slips it in. That's a nice feed by Gillespie to get it to him. And Monett now down by their biggest deficit of 15 points, 31-16. And a steal from Gillespie as driving down was Apostle. Down it goes to Meerhoff. Meerhoff to Gillespie, goes towards the basket. Gillespie loses the handle, gets it right back, goes in, and reverse layup no good. A little out of control that time and not able to convert. Apostle down court. He can't put the brakes on. He'll travel, and we'll go back the other way. At 4:55 to go here in the first half. Jet James and Elijah Lashley back in as McCormick and Gillespie will take rest. Also looks like Landon Thrasher's coming back in for Monett. For Branson right now, Chase Culver along with Cam Sutton, Elijah Lashley, Jet James, and Griffin Meerhoff. 4:45 to go first half. Here's a long-range three by Culver, no good. James alone for the rebound, slips in, shoots, scores, and was fouled. James has a beyond the arc three. Now he has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play as he scores. Foul was called on Brant, which is his second. James will complete the three-point play, and we have a timeout called by Branson. Branson takes the timeout with 4:42 to go first half. It is Branson 34, Monett 16 on MoarkSports.com.
The Victorian Village has been a Branson landmark for almost 30 years. Conveniently located on the Red Route on the famous Shepherd of the Hills Expressway. We have an array of fantastic businesses at the Village that offer wonderful services to our Branson community. The Victorian Village provides an inviting and relaxed shopping and business experience for locals as well as visitors to the Branson area. We are just down the street from the Playfair Theater and next to the Hamner Theater. We are proud to support our home team. Good luck and go Pirates!
34-16, Branson with the lead over Monett. As actually Pete McBride took the timeout there. Each team has taken a timeout here in the first half. But the Pirates have the advantage by 18 right now. 34-16 with 4:40 to go here in the opening half. Branson pressuring in the backcourt. They will get the ball across the timeline. Apostle with it into the corner. Gets it back out. Jack Stevens is in for Monett right now. Player falls down, and then they lose the ball out of bounds. That was Apostle that had fallen down. He managed to get the ball to Thrasher, I think. And then Thrasher ended up losing the ball out of bounds as soon as he caught it. Lashley over to Sutton, who's got a three eyed up and gets it down. So three now for Cam Sutton. 4:05 to go, and here's another steal as Culver goes in for a layup. 8 for Culver. Back the other way, Monett is going to get found going to the basket, and that'll slow things down, but quick turn of events there for Branson as that stretched the lead to 23 for them, but then Meeks coming down court will be fouled, and that's actually going to be a third foul called on Jet James. So the freshman has made his mark offensively, but he's also made it in the foul column. So he has 3 fouls. He is staying in the game right now. Again, he played earlier tonight in the freshman game, so he's not available for the entire game here, or at least he's available not for all of it. So the free throw was good. 1 of 2 was good here, and the lead is 22. As we are now down to 3:43 to go first half. Shot missed there by Sutton, and the rebound pulled down for Monett. Brant goes to the basket. His shot will be off the glass, no good, and board brought down by Sutton. Sutton down mid-court, it goes to Culver. Culver kicks it out to James, lobs it over to Sutton. Now a lob to Meerhoff in the corner. Post up, Culver, 15-footer, is going to roll in and out. He had an opportunity, it just didn't quite drop. Culver has 8 points here in the first half. Pirates lead 39-17. 3:05 to go in this opening half. Young goes into the corner to Thrasher. Throws it back up top to Apostle. Branson switched up to straight man-to-man defense right now. Apostle drives to the top of the key. Cut off there. And traveling called. Couldn't tell it was on Apostle or after he threw the ball, but an extra step. And now Branson has a chance to get 2 new players in the ball game as Asbury and Gillespie will return. James and Culver will leave. 2:50 to go, first half. 39-17 is the Branson advantage. Cam Sutton walks it across midcourt. Over to Meerhoff. Sutton. Meerhoff, 3, down. Griffin Meerhoff has 7 points now. And let's count it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Pirates have a 3 so far in the ball game as they built a 42-17 lead. As we come up to 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Young across midcourt, gets it up to Apostle, now hands it to Brandt. Brandt goes into the lane and, oh boy, they call a blocking foul and kind of give the officials a break on that one because that was hard to see. It did look like that Brandt led in and actually initiated the contact. Pete McBride is going to have a conversation with the official about it. But in all fairness, probably from where he was standing, that might have been very tough to see. Brandt does get the first free throw as he's up to 4. And make it 5 as he gets 2 in a row here. Timeout Monett. Monett's going to take the timeout with 2:24 to go in the first half, and Branson leading this one, 42-19 on MoreXSports.com.
Looking for a tech-savvy adventure? Discover Metaplex at the Branson Landing, where cutting-edge technology meets the love of the game. Swing away in our indoor golf bays, featuring auto tees, over 200 courses, and the most realistic terrain simulation you've ever experienced. Or challenge yourself in our modern arcade and multi-sport bay. Also, don't miss the ultimate thrill ride. Strap into our dynamic simulator, complete with VR headsets and real effects, and experience the legendary never before. Metaplex, more fun meets innovation. When you're using your green card, you start to realize all the groundwork that needs to happen before a single wall goes up. You need someone that can handle it for you. Let Circle C excavation and septic help you with the groundwork. Lane cleaning, driveways, concrete, septic, and red iron building. The only business that you'll get your property ready, serving the state of Missouri proudly for nearly a decade. To start the groundwork, go to Circle C Excavations and Septic.com.
42-19 Branson at 2:20 to go first half. Griffin Meerhoff with a 1 and out as he tries a shot from the right wing beyond the arc. Here's Brandt down court into the corner to Thrasher. Picks up his dribble and then has the ball tipped away. Sutton gets it to Gillespie. Gillespie wants another dunk, and this time he'll just lay it in as he didn't have the right balance, but Gillespie up to 13. As Branson has stretched the lead out to 44-19. Lashley, was that Lashley down there? Yes, it was. Lashley had knocked the ball away and slipped as he was trying to get to it. Meerhoff is going to take a seat as Chase Culver comes back in. McCormick also will come back in as he will get Sutton out. So Culver, Lashley, Gillespie, McCormick, and Asbury, the lineup for Branson right now. 1:50 to go first half. Young to the basket, lobs it in, man open, and he'll get the layup. That's Logan Coots up to 9 for Monett. 44-21 as the Branson lead down to 23. $1:40 to go here first half. Little pass to Culver. Culver, long-range 3. Boy, the threes aren't falling tonight for him. He's been able to get 8 points otherwise, but not able to connect from long range to this point. Here's an open baseline jumper. No good. Rebound by Asbury. You won't get much open jumper than that. He was all alone, just couldn't connect. Now a minute 20 to go. Lashley, right wing. He'll try the three. No one comes out to get him, and he can't get it. Then they will get an over-the-back foul on Asbury. And we will walk to the other end for free throws. At 1:13 to go here in the first half, 44-21 the score. Mentioned Branson girls won earlier this afternoon. They won their opening game at the Osage tournament up at School of the Osage, Lake of the Ozarks, 48-33 over Springfield Central. They will play again on Thursday and then Saturday to wrap up that tournament. Free throw good by Coots, and he is the first Monett Cub to double figures with 10. Board has him for 8, but I've got him for 10. Well, that discrepancy, sometimes it's mine, sometimes it's the other way. Here's Culver inside, kicks instead of taking the shot, he gets it out to Lashley. Lashley shovels it into McCormick, who waits for a second and then goes ahead and takes the shot. Luke McCormick with the layup. 46-23 as we are now down to 50 seconds to go. They go cross court. 3 ball by Brant's going to be no good. Apostle alone for the rebound. He slips around a defender, but he misses the layup. McCormick, baseball pass down court. He gets it to Lashley. McCormick flashing some of that form he did on the football field there. And now with 35 seconds to go, Branson has a chance for a last-second shot. Don't forget, Branson also has the ball to start the second half here. Boy, that was a nice pass. He threw it down there, and just like he did with Asbury, one of the receivers in football, Lashley was able to jump up and make a nice catch. Down to 15 seconds to go. Down to 10 now. Gillespie to the basket. Slips in. He's going to go in, take the layup himself, and score. Gillespie with 15. Monett will have a half-court shot. That'll be short. And we are at halftime, and Branson has rolled out in this one. 48-23 is our halftime score. 48-23, Branson over Monett at halftime here at Branson High School on MohawkSports.com.
Trash service is supposed to be quick and convenient, and Holloway Services is here to prove that. Holloway Services in Branson offers trash services for $15 a month, as well as oil recycling, snow removal, and more, with excellent customer care, great communication, and timely service. You'll wish you
that you used to go up on Mulholland Drive and park
every night
and visualize seeing yourself as...
Yeah, I would visualize,
This is when you were broke and poor.
Right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
Well, we'll tell you how much time we have before the second half starts, but the scoreboard just went dark, so they're trying to get that fixed back up and repowered so we can find out how much time now. They got everyone's come out, and somehow the powers went off for the scoreboard, so we'll get that all reset here in a second. Let's give you the first half numbers here for Branson. They lead Monett here at halftime, 48-23. Brody Gillespie with 15. Then you've got 8 for Jet James, Chase Culver, and 7 for Griffin Meerhoff. 3 apiece for Cam Sutton and for Tegan Asbury. And then you got a basket each for Elijah Lashley and Luke McCormick in the first half. Logan Coots leads Monett with 11. 5 for Landon Brandt. 3 for Alex Meeks. A basket for Miles Young and a basket for Jaden Apostle. Again, our halftime score is Branson leading this one 48-23. Mentioned Branson looking to break a 4-game losing streak in this one, and this is their last game, regular game. And when I say game, and I know these tournaments are part of regular season, and sometimes people get confused when I talk about that, but I mean regular schedule games you have freshman JV, but then tournament games, even though some tournaments do have JV components, it's kind of a different entity. You don't really know who you're going to play. You just, whoever comes up in the bracket, then you go from there. So Branson over the next 2 weeks will be playing later this week at the Pittsburgh, Kansas tournament. That'll actually be their second appearance in that tournament. It's been maybe 10 years ago. I know Kirk Hansen was coaching here, and I remember they played 3 days. They actually finished third in the tournament. We went over and did their either third or fifth, and I know we went over and did their third or fifth place game over there at they were playing at Pittsburgh State that year. This is all at Pittsburgh High School. Branson opens against Webster Groves on Thursday, and then the other area teams over there are Willard and Joplin, some old COC foes that Branson may come across. Actually, kind of a piece of irony, Wichita West, a school in Wichita my brother, Skip, used to coach at for several years, is also in that tournament along with Owasso and Washburn Rule from Kansas, and again Webster Groves from Missouri, who is playing Branson the first round, and again, of course, Pittsburgh, the host team, playing Willard. We mentioned the Branson Lady Pirates are at Osage this week. They won their first game against Central earlier today, 48-33. They'll play in the semifinals on Thursday, and then championship round on Saturday. We'll go ahead and take our break, and when we come back, second half action coming up on MoreArcSports.com.
This is Sarah from Branson Welding and Fabrication, and we're proud to be part of the Branson community and proud to support the Branson Pirate football team. We service Branson and the surrounding area, and our team members are all licensed, certified, insured, and some of the most talented welders and fabricators around. Plus, our team can fabricate just about anything you need to complete your job. Visit us online at 417bransonwelding.com, and go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Nick Morris with Health Markets Insurance. I know that choosing insurance is hard. That's why Health Markets Insurance is your one-stop shop for all your health and financial protection needs. We provide health, Medicare, life insurance, and supplemental insurance plans for both individuals and families. I'm proud to say that finding the right low-cost health coverage has never been easier with Health Markets Insurance. We are also proud to be a Branson Pirates sponsor. Call me at 417-231-3544 for no-cost assistance, and go Pirates.
Is your roof causing you headaches? At Roofing Analysis and Consulting, they're not here to sell you a new roof. They're here to solve your roofing problems the right way. Their expert team identifies the issue, develops a tailored plan, and guides you through hiring the perfect contractor. The best part is they perform ongoing inspections to ensure it's done correctly. They make roofing easy and stress-free. Call Roofing Analysis and Consulting today at 417-527-1563. They're your personal roofing and building consultants from start to finish.
The Victorian Village has been a Branson landmark for almost 30 years. Conveniently located on the Red Route on the famous Shepherd of the Hills Expressway. We have an array of fantastic businesses at the village that offer wonderful services to our Branson community. The Victorian Village provides an inviting and relaxed shopping and business experience for locals as well as visitors to the Branson area. We are just down the street from the Pierce Arrow Theater and next to the Hamner Theater. We are proud to support our home team. Good luck and go Pirates!
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in the classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Branson Pirate Sports, powered by College of the Ozarks and Central Bank, is also brought to you in part by the Victorian Village, Circle C Excavation and Septic LLC, and Robinson Construction.
Second half getting underway here at Branson. The Pirates with a 48-23 lead over the Monett Cubs. Scott McCauley here with you on MoreArcSports.com. We mentioned in the open that this will actually be the last time I see the Pirates for a while. I put a little caveat on that. There is a chance, depending on how some of the other games we're covering this week goes, we might pick up a game on Saturday involving one of the teams, but you know, the rest of this week, at least on the MoArc side, the audio side of thing, our MoArc channel, I'll be over on the Forsyth side covering a couple of their girls' games. Of course, the Lady Panthers now led by former Branson assistant coach Joe Poor, and then we'll have the Panthers in the Spokane tournament as well. Branson has the ball to start the second half. Culver tries a three to get it going, and he does. So Chase Culver will end up with going to double figures with 11. Branson tries to get a steal here, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on Culver, as he knocks down the three to go up to 11 points. 48. No, that's not right. They put the score on the wrong side. They gave the points to Monett, so they have got some things to work on here. 51-23 the score, and they'll have an answer at the other end as Brandt gets to the basket. Brandt has 7. 3 no good by Gillespie, but Meerhoff will get one in. Meerhoff to 9. So I think we're pretty close to being squared up here right now at 53-25. A three by Brandt. He'll answer and go to 10. So having a little bit of a shootout to start the second half here, as both teams have made their shots so far. 53-28 is our score. 1 minute into the second half, and we've already had a bucket full of points. Culver tries to add 3 more to the total, and that one will be short. McCormick nearly tips it in, but Monett will get the rebound, and back the other way we go. Brandt wanted a step back 3, but Meerhoff jumped up to prevent that, so now they'll go to the low post, and a shot will be no good. McCormick actually challenged him and kind of forced the miss there, even though he didn't block it. Gillespie goes to the basket, and he's going to be fouled on the body, and will head to the free throw line, which will stop the clock here at 6:34, 53-28 the score. Branson is on top. They're going to get Coots for the foul, which will be his second. Gillespie will knock the first one down. He has 16. One more on the way for Gillespie. That one rolls in and out, and it'll be Apostle with a rebound. Both teams are starting the same way they started the game. Apostle off the glass. Culver has it, drives baseline, goes to the basket, and instead shovels it out to Gillespie. Gillespie in traffic, one-hander will be short. Battle for the rebound, and it will be kicked actually by McCormick trying to get it out of there, and it'll go back to Monett. And no one noticed, but the clock rolled through that entire time, so lost about 5 seconds there. But again, the scoreboard kind of shut off on us for a while there, so trying to get that back in order. 54-30, Branson leads by 24 at 6:05 to go. Here's a steal, bounce pass, and a one-hander. Actually, they were trying a dunk, couldn't get it to go, so Sutton will try the three in the corner. That one's an air ball. They tried to get a little fancy that time. McCormick's going to steal it. He'll shovel it into Culver for a layup. 13 for Culver, 56-30, and now here's another steal. Meerhoff with the basket, gets it in, cross court to Culver. Culver eyes a three, buys it! 16 for Culver, 59-30. And the Pirates have surged ahead, and that also gets Culver a little bit closer to that milestone. At 5:25 to go here, third quarter. Lob it inside. They lose the ball, but then get it back outside. Shot for three in the corner is going to be up no good. And a foul or a rebound to Gillespie. 5:10 to go. Sutton gets it over to Culver. He's going to try another three, and it will be no good. It was online, but just short. Branson almost gets another steal as Sutton knocks the ball away from Brandt. 5:03 to go. 59-30 is the score. Thrasher to throw the ball inbounds on the Monett bench sideline as we roll under 5 to go. Brandt drives, gets around Meerhoff. He actually forces one up, no good. McCormick has the rebound. He's trying to find Culver. Culver decides to go to the basket, drives in, shoots, and off the glass, no good. Shot was blocked. Meerhoff gets it, shovels it to McCormick, to Culver, who's going to be fouled and heads to the line. And you can tell that they are trying to feed Culver, getting close to that mark there. So Apostle will be called for the foul. And Culver will have an opportunity here to get a couple free throws, but he does miss the first one here. He'll have one more coming up. Second one on the way. He will get that one. So that puts Culver up to 17. 4:38 to go, and Branson has doubled up Monett. It is 60-30 with 4:34 to go here in the third quarter. Brandt has it outside. Brandt is going to try a step back three, and he'll drop it down. Brandt getting hot from the outside. 60-33 to Culver. Lobs it into Meerhoff. Meerhoff gets it to Culver in the corner. Culver wants to drive in. Pull-up jumper is good from about 15, and Culver to 19. About 5 or 6 short, I think, of the mark. 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. Jackson between the circles. Ball stolen. McCormick gets it. McCormick down court. McCormick looks for Culver and throws it behind him. They were trying to feed Chase to get him the ball, and McCormick was trying to get it back outside, and Culver came down so fast he had ran right by it, and it goes out of bounds. 3:50 to go. Jackson over in the corner. Brandt's going to try another three, and that one's going to be short, and rebound tipped right in to Meeks. And Meeks will get the basket. Three in the corner for Culver. Yes, sir. Chase Culver up to 22. We're getting close, folks. I believe 3 or 4 away. Let's to get that 1,000. 3:15 to go. And Branson's going to get the ball right back. Let's see if he can do it here. They're going to feed it down court. Outside to Culver. Can he get it? No. Rebound to Gillespie. It's knocked around. Gillespie will try to put back. It's no good. Culver tries to get it. He does end up getting it. Kicks it outside to Sutton. And now they will try to get it to Culver. Culver step up three. Get in there. Yes, sir! Chase Culver with 25. And there it goes. Chase Culver has just hit 1,000 points. Everyone is excited that he got to that 1,000-point column. Branson called a timeout as he hit that point. So congratulations, Chase Culver, on his 1,000th point. And Branson again called the timeout. As soon as that ball went down, they got the paper towel, or they got the toilet paper, they threw it out, and some of the students came out as well. 1,000 points for Chase Culver. He gets it tonight, 68-35. Quick timeout on MoWarkSports.com.
R&R Development Group is dedicated to ensuring safe and exceptional buildings that complement the beauty of the Ozarks. They work exclusively with highly regarded local professionals as a full-service team to develop your building project from concept to keys. It's their strong sense of community that allows them to establish cohesive working relationships that deepen lasting ties. They're ready to collaborate with you. Transform your dream vision into reality. Visit rnrdevelopment.group today.
Oh, wow, that was a breathtaking moment for the Branson Pirates as they lead at 68-35, and they get a steal on the inbounds, and Griffin Meerhoff gets it. You know, Chase only had 8 points in the first half. He had to have 25 to get to 1,000, and he hit that shot, and I tell you what, they couldn't have timed the toilet paper throw onto the floor. any better than they did. Branson right now in control of this game. Brandt trying to answer, though. He gets 16. Tell you what, Landon Brandt is having a half. He averages 18 per game for Monett. He is their leading scorer, and he is definitely living up to that here in the second half. Reverse that layup by Asbury, no good, but he is going to be fouled. Tell you what, the Branson administration did a good job, and it was because here's what happened, and I know the folks watching the video saw it clearly, but if you're listening to us on Molark, as soon as Culver got that 25th point, which is what he needed for 1,000, and I'm sure they had this all planned out, but they threw the toilet paper down, but as soon as the basket hit, Pete McBride called the timeout, so because it happened during a timeout, that avoided any technical fouls being called, although I think most everyone would have not, even if it had been called, they would have been able to look over it since it was a big moment, especially leading big in the ball game. 72-38, 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. So Chase Culver getting to 1,000 points tonight. That was really fun to watch and watch his teammates. You know, it is an individual honor, but his teammates wanted him to have it so bad that they were feeding him the ball at every opportunity. Here's a layup inside by Coots, who has 13. And it is 72-40. You know, on top of everything we've been talking about here, if Branson can keep the score above 30, we could have a turbo clock in the fourth quarter, but we're just at 32 right now, and something tells me that won't happen. We do have some new players in the ball game. Let me mention them. We do have Tread Houston's checked in, the 5'10 sophomore. I believe I saw Caden Cooper in as well, the 6'3 sophomore. Yes, Caden is in as well. Elijah Lashley has checked back in as well for Branson. So that's the lineup. Tegan Asbury, if I missed him, he is in the lineup as well for the Pirates. 1:20 to go, third quarter, 72-40. Pirates in control here, and they're going to get a steal. Asbury has it. Pirates run the floor. They get it down the middle of the court all the way in. Asbury tries going for the layup, partially blocked. They nearly tie up the rebound, but then Monett's got huge numbers at the other end. They managed to tip the ball, and they actually throw it away. Cooper picks it up, gets it down to Lashley. Lashley wants to pull up. Now, actually, they try to get Asbury to get in for a dunk, and he's actually undercut. He wasn't going to get the dunk, but it could have put the ball up towards the basket. And Gillespie will get a couple of free throws here. Miles Young called for the foul. His first. And it's Gillespie at the free throw line. First one on the way is up and short. 72-40 with 56.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. As Thrasher will come back in for Monett. Meeks will take a seat. One more on the way for Gillespie. That one he'll get. And Brody with 17. Gillespie will take a seat as Wyatt Ray will check in. So Branson going with mostly, actually all second team or JV right now as free throws coming up for Monett. 73-40 with 49.2 to go here in the third quarter. Branson a quarter away from ending their four-game losing streak, and with their very tough stretch of games coming up, tell you what, it's really a tough 2 weeks for Branson. Also, we'll finish that thought in a moment. I do want to give Landon Brandt some props for Monett. He has really had a strong second half here. He only had 3 first-half points, but now has 18 as he has gone on track in the second half. Branson's lead is 31, 45 seconds to go in the period. Asbury to Lashley. In the corner it goes to Houston. Lashley will give it back to Houston. Tread will back it back out. Arrow does favor Monett here. Ray is instructed by Lashley to back it back out. Lob goes into Asbury. Asbury was actually standing on the out-of-bounds line. He was very fortunate to get back inbounds. Now down to 15 seconds to go. Lashley over to Houston. Now gives it to Lashley, down to 8 seconds, down to 7 seconds, down to 6 seconds. Lashley tries to break it down, bounce to Houston. Houston decides to go to the basket, shoots it out. Asbury shot at the buzzer is good! Tegan Asbury with a fadeaway at the end of the third quarter. And the Branson Pirates will put this game under turbo clock as we go to the fourth quarter, 76-42 on MoarkSports.com.
When it comes to legal issues, things can get complicated. When that happens, Ward Law Firm is here. We handle family law matters such as divorce, custody, child support, adoption, and guardianships. And we also assist with estate planning needs like wills, trusts, and powers of attorney. With our big city professionalism and small town hospitality, we are the perfect fit for families in Taney, Starn, and Christian counties. With our own goods and Branson sports, we are also so proud to be here. Visit us at wardlawbranson.com.
The choice of the lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Looking for a tech-savvy adventure? Discover Metaplex at the Branson Landing, where cutting-edge technology meets the love of the game. Swing away in our indoor golf course, featuring oddities, over 200 courses, and the most realistic terrain simulation you can ever experience. Or challenge yourself on a modern off-road and racing tour. Also, don't miss the ultimate thrill. Strap into our groundwork simulator complete with VR headsets and real effects, and experience the legendary miles of like never before. Metaplex, where fun meets innovation. When you envision your dream home, you start to realize all the groundwork that needs to happen before a single wall goes up. You need someone that's compatible for you. Let Circle C Excavation and Septic help you with the groundwork. Land clearing, driveways, concrete, septic, and red iron building. The only business that will get your property ready. Serving the state of Missouri proudly for nearly a decade. To start the groundwork, go to Circle C Excavation and Septic.com.
Branson Pirate Sports, powered by College of the Ozarks and Central Bank, is also brought to you in part by Branson Welding and Fabrication, Metaplex, R&R Development Group, Pinnaker Branson, and L&J Plumbing Supply.
Well, we played an extra spot there because we're in turbo clock now. While we were gone, Branson got a three from Tread Houston. Caden Cooper missed a shot inside. Ball nearly got tied up. We are in turbo clock at 79-42, Branson on top. After that three-point goal, they had a 76-42 lead. The Tegan Asbury three at the end of the third quarter put this one, and now we're in a deep turbo clock with a 37-point margin for Branson. So we'll probably roll through this quarter pretty quick as the clock will continue to run. There will be a foul called here. Brant will get to the line. Brant has 18 to lead Monett. And he can get to 20 with a couple free throws. And he'll bounce the first one in. He has 19. Again with the turbo clock, this will wrap us up pretty quick. Tegan Asbury is going to leave the lineup as Owen Bronner will be coming into the lineup. So Branson going with the reserves now. I think Heston Toombs has also checked in for the Pirates as Brant goes to 24, Monett. Indeed, Heston Toombs, the 6'4 sophomore, is in to the basket. Houston gets it back out to Toombs. Bounces the Ray, but the ball's going to be stolen and come back the other way. Monett on the drive. Shot by Apostle is no good, but he'll be fouled. So let's give the Branson lineup check here for you right now. We have Wyatt Ray in the ball game. Mentioned Owen Bronner checked in a moment ago. Caden Cooper is there. Tread Houston and Heston Toombs. That's the Branson lineup right now. Apostle misses the first free throw. 5:30 to go, and again with the turbo clock, this thing's going to run out pretty quickly. Braxton Jackson and Jack Stevens are in for Monett. I know Monett, if you get in this situation, one thing you want to do is try to shut off the turbo clock if all possible. Monett steals the rebound, and another foul will get him 2 more free throws. And this time it'll be Alex Meeks going to the line. But it does continue to run the clock, and we're pretty close to getting this one wrapped up. First free throw is done and down for Meeks. Again, if the lead gets under 30, we'll go back to regular clock operations. Meeks does make both free throws. So the lead is just 33 right now. So a couple stops for Monett could get us back under regular clock operation here. But Branson well on their way to this win. Throw inside, and Ray tried to throw it into Bronner, and it slid out of bounds. as the clock continues to roll at 4:20 to go. You know, Monett, as we mentioned, had come in winning 3 in a row. They won the Crane tournament last week. Reed Spring was one of the teams they beat on their way to that victory in the tournament. Sparta and Crane, the other teams. Here's Brant, top of the key 3, and that gets the lead down to 30. Still in turbo clock right now, but if Branson or Monett gets another stop and gets a basket, then we're back to regulation. Can Houston get the basket? No, he can't. Toombs does get the rebound. Back out to Houston, and Branson will push it back outside, and now we'll try again. Try to kick out, and the ball will roll out of bounds as miscommunication there. We'll get it back to Monett. So even though it's going to be a win for Branson, if Monett can get the turbo clock shut off, that's a little bit of a, moral victory because it shows they're not quitting. They're trying to continue here. Foul will be called on Houston. That's actually the 4th team foul on Branson this quarter. So that's the other thing. If they end up getting free throws, now a couple more players will come in from. We're going to see Jordan Landsman come in. And Cy Tolliver. I think maybe the first time we've seen Cy in a varsity game this year. He might have played in one of the blue and gold games, but we have seen Jordan Landsman, the senior, before. He is in the ball game. Brant wants a step back 3 to shut the clock off, and he gets it. 26 for Brant, and that'll shut the turbo clock off at 2:40 to go. 79-52. As the Cubs have done the job here. Here's a 3 outside that's going to be short. And the rebound will take it back to Monett at 2:31 to go. So Branson will play again on Thursday. Monett has to turn right around and play tomorrow. They've got Clever tomorrow, and then they'll see another Ozark Mountain Country foe. They will see Bolivar on Friday. So they play Clever tomorrow, and then I think they go to Bolivar, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they go to Bolivar on Friday. Another foe in the Ozark Mountain Conference. That Ozark Mountain Conference is going to be a tough one this year. When you take a look at Branson, who was on their way to a win tonight, but still got some tough games to go. But we've seen Carl Junction this year. They won the Forsyth tournament, beating Forsyth over there for it. Bolivar made a run at the blue and gold, finishing second as an unseeded team. Then you've got Rogersville, who's probably the top of the Ozark Mountain Conference. You've got Hillcrest, who's got a very good club, and Branson played a close game with them. Marshfield is rebuilding, but West Plains has got some good things going. Alex Meeks gets the layup for Monett. 79-54 as Monett is going to make this game a little closer as they've had a strong fourth quarter here and will continue to have a strong fourth quarter. Monett does have subs in the ball game right now. Jack Stevens will get on the scoring column, and Monett will commit a foul. So they have been able to cut the lead. It was where we were at. I think we were at 37, I believe. Well, the lead has been cut all the way down to 23 here. So Monett has so far put together a 14-point quarter here. Here's a 3-ball for Tolliver that's going to be no good. Long rebound will go back out to Tolliver. Over to Ray in the corner to Landsman. As we're now coming up on 90 seconds to go. Landsman tries a 3, and that ball's going to be no good. The shot missed short, and Monett with the rebound and a chance to get it closer. Carson Nestorlord is in the ball game. Inside, that shot's going to be good. Who got that? That's Meeks, who goes to double figures with 11. So lead is all the way down to 21, but it's not going to make any difference in this one, and Monett's going to even go it closer. They're going to get it within 20 on a breakaway layup by Jackson. So Monett, to their credit, has pulled this one closer, but Branson had the huge lead to play with, got some subs in, especially with a very tough stretch ahead. I'm sure they were very happy to do that. Cy Tolliver, high off the glass, can't get that one to go. And Monett has a chance to make even this one closer, and they're going to. They're going to get another layup here. Stevens, and they've cut the lead all the way down to 17. So they have cut 20 off the lead in this quarter. But as I said, the margin of victory will be maybe obscure, but the fact that Branson got a big win, they got Chase Culver the 1,000th point tonight. So for Branson, mission accomplished, as they may just run this clock out here and call it a night. In fact, Branson in this quarter was outscored 20-3, but with a big lead, it really makes no difference. Final score, Branson 79, 62 for Monett. 79-62, the final score. And we got a few announcements to get in here for you, and then we'll have our post-game show coming up next on MoarkSports.com. Again, our final score tonight, Branson wins this one over Monett, 79-62.
Does your car need a good cleaning? Check out Branson Bubbles. They're the hottest new destination with a state-of-the-art car washing experience. Branson Bubbles gets your car, truck, or SUV right back to its shiny self. They're located on Highway 248 right next to the O'Reilly Auto Parts there in Branson. Free vacuums, car care vending, and more.